All right, Joey Wahler here with sports, and it's been a kind of a dramatic weekend because we've got the All-Star game. We've also got the Carmelo Anthony trade talks.
We do, and
yes,
they continue, and really not much new concerning the Carmelo Anthony melodrama, but with Denver reportedly asking the Knicks for the bulk of their stars in exchange for the All-Star forward. Well, here's some historical perspective. In a similar blockbuster back in 1975, Milwaukee trading the NBA's then best player, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and backup center Walt Wesley to the Lakers for 4 players. Center Elmore Smith, whose career was winding down, and 3 top young players, David Myers, Brian Witters, and Junior Bridgman. And while the Bucks did improve with those additions, Kareem's Lakers won 5 world championships, proof once again that stars win NBA titles. Meanwhile, Jay-Z reportedly attended a meeting with Melo this weekend, trying to convince him to come to New Jersey. Now, with all due respect to Jay-Z, if I'm Anthony, I'm asking him, hey, Jay, wasn't your hit last year called Empire State of Mind? You know, New York, concrete jungle that dreams are made of? I'll spare you the singing, folks, but he was singing about New York, not Newark. Come on. And while we're keeping it real, folks, if net owner Mikhail Prokhorov wants to use a singer to lure free agents, well, how about bringing Jay-Z's woman Beyonce to the table? I mean, after all, Carmelo is a man in his 20s. Maybe then, finally, these negotiations would be getting somewhere. And the NBA All-Star Game is tonight in LA, but we could already tell you who the MVP of All-Star Weekend is. Why, of course, it's the marketing person at Kia who got Blake Griffin to jump over that Kia Optima to win last night's dunk contest. The Clippers star taking a feed from teammate Baron Davis through the sunroof to win the competition. Now, how many cars do you think this dunk will wind up selling? But Griffin's originality should not overshadow the sheer athleticism here of Serge Ibaka, the Oklahoma City big man, taking off from the foul line for one of his dunks. And to think, Ibaka had an MRI yesterday morning after twisting his ankle just before. And speaking of achievements, the website bobsblitz.com has compiled a list of the most intriguing New York sports media personalities of the past decade. And would you believe, of the 74 people on that list, yours truly coming in at number 39. Topping the list are Mike Francesa, Craig Carton, and Ron Darling. At number 39, I'm actually listed ahead of such notables as Chris Carlin, Kenny Albert, Stan Fischler, Susan Waldman, and even Chris Mad Dog Russo. So, while I certainly appreciate the recognition, folks, it is obviously meant to be tongue-in-cheek. You notice the tongue is very much in the cheek. Elsewhere, had I told you at the beginning of this new year that the Devils would go from the NHL's worst record to rallying for a playoff spot, you'd have said, Joey, you've been at that rum candy again. But following last night's win over Carolina, New Jersey is indeed just 10 points behind those Hurricanes for the Eastern Conference's final playoff spot. Dinah Zubris scoring a pair in that one, getting goals in the first and third periods during the Devils' 4-1 victory. Their 7th straight. It's New Jersey's 3rd win over the Canes in 12 days. And at practice today, word that goalie Marty Brodeur could return Tuesday against Dallas after being sidelined with that sprained knee. And we invite you to join us for tonight's Jersey Sports Final. We'll talk local college basketball with writer and blogger Jerry Carino. As always on Sundays, it comes your way beginning at 10:30. And so I guess my question dealing with Griffin's dunk would be, Rick, if he were injured, would the auto insurance have covered him in that particular case?
It would be a car accident, so I would say yes. Yeah. It probably would.
I ask, you answer.
Very intriguing, Joey Wahler.
That's what they say.
Thank you very much, Joey.